Hello, everybody, and welcome to AJ's Side Panel. I am your host, AJ. So, we have a lot to get through this week, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Saw four movies this week. That's right, four movies. I have no life. One of them, however, is not really a new movie. I got the chance to see, a town here in Redlands, California. The Harkins Theater is cool in that they do, on Tuesday nights, they have classic movies for $5. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. I probably even did a review on it at some point in time. So this Tuesday was The Matrix. Now, I know everyone kind of focuses on Reloaded and Revolutions, part of the Matrix trilogy, and so in that way that they have a bad taste put in their mouth from the Matrix, and so they tend to forget just how great the original film was. So I went and saw it because I wanted to see it in the big screen again and enjoy what I saw. True, the sequels, I mean, they kind of eh, take a great idea and stretch it so far out that you can just see through it. And in that way, it kind of ruins the whole franchise. But the original one, when it first came out, even those who have seen it, you have to agree, when it first came out, we hadn't seen anything like this before. And so for us, it was mind blowing and amazing. The special effects, the fight choreography, the costumes, the music, the story, the plot line, everything about it. Even the cinematography at some points, was just light years above what we had previously seen. So to see this again was a good treat for me. I really enjoyed it, especially a chance to see it in the theater. Uh, yeah, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Um, Again, the sequels ruin it, uh, or stretch it out. So take a great idea and just stretch it out so bad. But the original will always hold up, and if you get a chance to see it on the big screen, then do yourself a favor and do it because it's worth it, honestly. And so, because after that movie was over, I got bored, and I had a free coupon to see a another movie. I went ahead and saw, um, I saw Second Act. For those of you who don't know what Second Act is, it is a film starring Jennifer Lopez, Leah Remini, Vanessa Hudgens, Treat Williams, and Milo Ventimiglia. It is a story about how Jennifer Lopez is stuck in a low-paying job and lies on her resume to get a better job and move up in life. Yeah, so you know, big thing about me that some of you may not know is I am a sucker for rom-coms. I don't know why. I just like to see them. They just make me feel hopeful. Oh, I hope my wife isn't listening. Um, yeah. So anyway, so I enjoy seeing these movies, and it's free, so I thought, I'll go check it out. I've got nothing to do that night, and I didn't want to spend another 4 to 5 hours playing Zelda with my arthritis right now. So I thought, no, I'll go see this movie. It was not that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, uh, but it wasn't horrible. It was a story that we've all seen at some point in time before. Very familiar, very uh, nichey. Like it hit all the tropes. Buddy comedy, uh, budding romance. Um, yeah, I mean, I felt like I've seen this movie before. Maybe with Trading Places, even though she didn't trade with anybody, but just any story where somebody's had to lie on their resume to get a better job and then gets called out on it. That was what this film reminded me of. And so, in that aspect, I wasn't surprised, nor was I bothered by it. So it just felt familiar, and in that aspect, I was able to enjoy it. Not like I'm not going to go rush out to see it again, but I would recommend if you're into rom coms, you don't have anything to do, you got a free movie ticket, go check it out. Otherwise, it'll come and go, and you won't even notice it. I promise. Moving on. So Thursday night, new movie nights. That's when I normally go see my movies, and so I went and saw two films, two of the four films that came out. I don't remember what the other two were. I just remember I didn't want to see them. Um, so yeah, the first film was The Upside. Now this film was about Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston being a quadriplegic, and they have to hire a guy to help him get around and do stuff and just exist. When the trailers came out and I saw the trailers, it felt like one of those silly, heartwarming, stupid movies that the comedian doesn't get to act like himself and actually has to feel. And so I thought, I'll go check this out. It might be worth it. And I was right. It was a good movie. Like I'm not mad at it at all. Except at some points it felt very forced. Um, but otherwise, I mean, it did a good job. I'm not a Kevin Hart fan in the slightest, and this had to be probably the best movie I've seen him in. Um, that doesn't necessarily make it good. It just is what it is. Bryan Cranston is uh, top of his game as always. That man is just amazing on film, and so um, seeing it again, seeing him on there, it was pretty good. Um, yeah, I don't. There's a lot of drama going on about it. The movie is actually a remake of a film called The Intouchables, made originally in India. Oh no, it's just been remade three times since the original called The Untouchables came out. Um, this just happens to be the American version, distributed by the Weinstein Company. Anyway, it stars Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston, Nicole Kidman, and a bunch of other people that I really didn't recognize, but I did not hate them for the role. It did a good job, but it felt familiar like the other film I saw did. Yeah, go check it out if you got a chance. I mean, like I said, Bryan Cranston, he's always good. I have not seen a movie where he's just not been on it. So there is drama going on around right now about why they would cast Bryan Cranston in the role as opposed to an actual quadriplegic or a wheelchair-bound actor. Um, I personally think that if you can find one that's as good as Bryan Cranston, then go for it. But where were those complaints during My Left Foot, Born on the 4th of July, Forrest Gump? Any of the other number of movies where an able person played a disabled person. I agree that there shouldn't be anything taken away from them, but at the same time, if it's going to hurt the product, then there you have it. Plus, it's Bryan Cranston, man. That man's good. He was good in Godzilla. I mean, damn. And he was barely in Godzilla. And who was good in Godzilla but Godzilla? Godzilla wasn't even good in Godzilla. But Bryan Cranston, he was. Moving on, so the last film I saw this week is a film I wish I hadn't seen this week. And that is Replicas. Keanu Reeves movie about a scientist who specializes in synthetic biology and tries to transfer his family's consciousness into clones of them. This movie I've seen it around on the internet downloads everywhere, and I resisted downloading it because I was like, I'll go give it a shot. I mean, it's Keanu. If they killed his dog and he got angry for 3 movies, I mean, it's got to be good because they killed his family in this one, right? Wrong. This movie was way too predictable. It played out like Bicentennial Man without any soul. You can almost forgive. Well, no, you can't. Keanu's acting in this movie, he's more robotic than the clones and the robots that he's transferring consciousnesses into. And when anyway, you see this movie coming from a mile away. There's nothing new that you're going to see. There's nothing different. There's nothing original about this film. So I did not get it. I did not enjoy it. as much as I thought. And Keanu's been he's normally hit or miss, but I figure after I mean John Wick was awesome, right? Um, but I'll know next time. I will know. Movie also stars Alice Eve, who I'll watch fold laundry. I don't care. I love her. Thomas Middleditch and Emily Alland. I can never pronounce her family's last name. If you see it out there to download, I mean, I'm not one to say to do stuff like that. Do it. So, but maybe save yourself a couple bucks. Do it, and not see it in the theater. So yeah. So there you have it. 4 movies that I saw this week, and my opinions of them. Pretty much all of them were unimportant. Matrix. I mean, we've all seen it before. The highlight of the week, I guess, is The Upside. Next week, however, I am very excited because Glass is coming out, and I'm a big fan of Unbreakable and Split. So those are the first 2 parts of Glass. If you had not seen them, see them, and then come see Glass with me on Thursday night. All right? Find me all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Everywhere you can think to find me, I am there. AJ Herrera, Forbidden Panel. You can email me, forbiddenpanel@gmail.com. Until next week, guys,